Good morning. Hope you're all well. Morning, everyone.
Morning.
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 All right, just getting set up over here.
Day two.
Man, didn't get any sleep last night. Well, I got a little bit, tiny bit. My partner got none. Oh, gosh. Okay, is Deb here? No, not yet. Hey, Ann, how are you?
Hello.
Hey, Glenn, what's going on, mate?
How are you, buddy?
Yeah, good.
That
Cool.
was a really cute you sent me, mate. Thanks for that.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay.
Yeah, she sleeps well during the day, so kind of get used to her little. Hey, Jeff, getting used to her little routine. I'll show you guys. I don't want to be one of those dads that posts pictures of their kids.
Mate,
That's
you've
what
got
they-
to milk
that's
it
what
for
they
as
all
long
say.
as you can, mate.
That's what they all say until all of a sudden there's 15.
Yeah, oh, that's her.
Oh,
Milk it. Milk it.
Yeah,
that's beautiful, mate. Beautiful.
I just don't understand how she can cry for like 3 hours straight, and then be asleep like that. Yeah. Yeah, she's cute little dark hair. Definitely not my hair.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gorgeous, mate.
Thank you. All right.
After 3 hours of crying, she's like, I don't understand why they just don't get me.
I know. Because like, I can't comfort her as well as mum can. So when mum's trying to get a break and like she's hungry, she just wants to sleep on the boob. It's just not sustainable. So as soon as you take her off, she just constantly just wakes up again and cries, and I try to comfort her, but
you'll have to grow a pair.
yeah, that's what these headphones are good
They
for.
have those, don't they? They have those things,
Read
don't
that
they?
book I sent you, mate.
Yeah,
Was it in Meet the Fockers? Yeah.
yeah.
We know what to get you for Christmas.
Yeah.
It's got a bit of man
Deep
boobs.
cup. Yeah. With a milk bottle attached.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to get some milk. Alrighty, so let's have a look. We had some news over the weekend. So Sarah, seen your trades far out.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
Nice work.
Yeah,
Now, for German 40, let's have a look at this. So I did a little video beforehand before we started. Daily is what we wanted to do. So we gapped down, which is a pain because I really love the way that price had set up. This is camera's in the way. Okay. I really love the way that this price had set up on the daily, thinking that longs are going to be the way here. I'm still thinking longs can be the way, but because of this Israel and Hamas conflict, that if we compare anything to do with like Russia, Ukraine, then we would expect to see gold fly. We would expect to see oil fly because of the Middle East. And in equities, we might see a bit of a decline. But we've already had a decline, and we're already down, forming this pattern. So until price action suggests otherwise, I'm going to hold on to my bullish bias. I'm actually planning something from around 15,160, so I'll look at that on the lower time frames with you guys. But so far it makes sense to keep on going long, and I actually was expecting us to do a little pullback to continue going that way. So now that we've gapped lower, I'm just going to be cautious still. Monday morning, we don't need to go too crazy. especially we want to see what this fundamental implications are going to have. The key is going to be how the candle closes in about 10 minutes time. So let's have a look at the 4 hour. 4 hour is don't really have a lot to see here, to be honest. We just had a massive push with NFP exceeding expectations. I'm expecting those numbers to be revised lower at some stage. So I'm expecting a late equity push. So it might not even be today that we get that drive up. We might just consolidate a little bit, let this news be absorbed. We might push down back into like these extra little liquidity areas before driving up again. But for now, I am thinking, well, let's have a look. Let's try build the idea a bit better. 3 hour chart. If this, I'll just get rid of this. If this 3 hour candle can close bullish, this is a negation candle. So it could, is it bank holiday in America? It is US and Canada bank holiday today. Shouldn't affect, oh, you're very muffled, Rob. Is that you talking, Rob?
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah, you're very muffled. If this 3 hour candle can close bullish, that'd be great because it's broken the low already and breaking the high. We just don't want it to close like where it is. 2 hour chart, we've got no bottom wick. That's the problem. So 2 hours, no bottom wick. 1 hour, no bottom wick. 5 minute, even no bottom wick. The start of the candle, no bottom wick. So we've got a doji 2 hour candle here as well. So I think we still need to come lower. And then on the 1 hour time frame, we've got the Asian session kicked off with a doji as well. So I think we can go higher too. So we can go higher and we can go lower. We just need to work out which order it's going to go. We know there's enough range here to trade because we have 60-70 pip range. So clearly enough range. Even if it starts breaking above here to fill this gap, beautiful. Breaking below here to fill this area, I'm down to that too. Let's check 30 minutes. 45 minutes, sorry. 45 minutes. Well, it's already come down to this 15160 area, so let's go.
When you get down to lower time frame, you'll see what's happened.
Yeah, and I've seen, that's why I was looking at this 15160. Let's have a look. I'll sec. Just got to set my other computer up as well to take a trade. 30 minute, kind of coming down already, so 15 minutes. Come on, computer, start for me. Probably let it take that no wick candle, to be honest. Okay. Let's see. So we're all set now. 15 minutes, got no bottom wick. 10 minutes, still no bottom wick. Don't really see a resistance up here either. 5 minute. Where I was really wanting to target was this area. So do I have a resistance? That wasn't. It's equal highs. Otherwise I'd say that this is a potential zone that we could find rejections from. Let's check the 3 minutes. This is what I was really targeting. That if price can close bullish, we could come down and retest this area to go long from. But I needed these candles to have closed to stay like around here to do that liquidity grab. We don't really have that. Okay. So if we're breaking underneath the support could turn to resistance. Is this closed lower than the high. No, it's equal. $1 minute. Not that I want to consult the 1 minutes just yet at this time of day. It was just this last 15 minutes. Really closed. Strong bearish. So it's just basically negating. So right now, the 1 hour candle is looking like a liquidity grab from the top side. So if that's the case, the 30 minute is picking up this late liquidity. I'm going to be very careful. I don't want to trade. I don't want to take breakout down because I've got no wick here. It could rebound back up. But if we break in here again, second time, then I might look to replicate this candle. And then trade below here for like 30 pips. So that's a possibility. Kind of a bummer about this 30-minute candle. It's not even that 30-minute candle really, it's this 15-minute candle. Bit of a bummer. Cool, alright, well, I'm just going to have to play the waiting game now and just see how London Open's going to start. We don't have any news today, we've just got US and Canada bank holiday and Japan bank holiday. So yeah, be prepared for unexpected news. That's what it's saying. Anyone else got any ideas? We've got 3 minutes, just under 3 minutes till we open.
You pretty much discussed my thought process. I was more bearish though, just based on this Middle Eastern news.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking for bullish for the gap fill.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
That's something you'll be thinking about with that gap fill.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say we'll have to see about this news because we're already gapped down. So the gap down already is having an impact. Whether it has a continuation down, that's another story. So let me have a quick little peek. When did the war kick off? March 16, around here somewhere. 2022. Somewhere around here is when that war kicked off. Well, have I got my dates wrong? Russia, Ukraine. Oh, 24 Feb. My bad. Okay, 24 Feb. So the last time there was, well, that was definitely like inside Europe. We saw quite a substantial drop, 2,000 pips, just under 2,000 pips. It's going to put pressure on oil prices, so I'd say that will definitely have an effect on here. Whether it's absorbed straight away, that's another story. So anyway, we've got 10 seconds. 10 seconds, and I'm not going to take any trade in the first few minutes, so let's just see what it does. Okay, it took the imbalance. So I'd love to actually see it take out the Asian high. So I want to see if we can get some lower time frame price action to push back up, but it can't be a cowboy entry. It's going to have to be, I want to make sure I'm on this side of the triangle. Um, 15,100, yeah. Inside of this wick. That makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, also if you look at the 15-minute, a second chart. So hold this area. Yeah. So we have this FU candle, attempted FU candle also you can say. So possibly this can get, and we can also fill this thing. Also at the high here on the 4 hour, you can see we have a if you use a 4 hour chart now. So on 4 hour chart, we at the top we have a doji candle there.
Yeah, I got that on the 2 hour. I think I had it on here. Oh, I just got the retest area up here. So I wouldn't mind. Let's see if we can do this. Because what I wanted to do was not take the first break, but I do want to trade this candle. So because we opened with no top wick, I reckon we could probably actually come back from 15,150, trade down to 15,100, 50 pip down, look for longs from 15,100 back up to 15,200. That's my ambitious targets for today. So let me draw a pathway. Looking for it to do something like here to here. Hopefully it can do something like this. At least something like this. Huge thanks again, actually, for filling in last week when I was away. Way too long away from the charts.
Well deserved break, big fella.
Okay. See if we can get this. Come on, German. Just retest 15,150 again. And then start to push down. Jeff. Oh, hey, Manny. 24 Feb. Yeah, got that. Jeff, S1 is at 1511, 111. Pivot point. Yep. Keep an eye on that one. Okay. Can we start to see? We have created a little tiny nipple on the 5 minute. So it did break the high of the no wick candle. Let's just, come on. Give us a rejection wick from 15.1, from around this area. Because this is just support. Now I can turn to resistance. Let's go. Okay. How's it going to close?
Wait for the candle to close.
Yeah, wait for it to close. God, it could just completely invert. It could invert this. So it could go up, down, and then back down here. Okay, 10 seconds. There's actually quite a bit of volume, so maybe the 1 minute will give us an earlier entry. So 1 minute close is a rejection wick because we closed below. Couldn't. Okay, little doji, break the high, maybe take it down. Or if it wicks up, if this one can not close so bullish, break in the low here, could be an idea. Alright. See how it closes, then I might enter. Alright. Looking good. Looking real good. Keep going. Drop, drop, drop. It just dropped. My entry was shite. How was yours?
Wasn't too bad. I got where do I get in? 15,146.
15,147.
15,149.
Oh, yours is good.
I was closing off a long.
Do I win anything for that competition or what?
When it gets down to here, you'll win more.
What's that? Sorry, buddy.
I just thought I might get extra points for winning the race to get in earliest, but then Hayden pointed out
Well, you
I'll
can
win.
keep all your profits. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Nice one, I like that.
That's a good win.
That's actually the only win I want.
I bet there'll be some that trump us and they got in early again.
Yeah, sure.
I got a line at 1560. Just 15,160. It must be the top. Oh yeah, you've got a little zone there too. Don't know what I've got it there from. It was a rejection zone from ages ago.
Let's go. Come on.
It's thinking about it.
Yeah. Feel the wick now. Break the low. Full wick fill.
Yeah.
Five-minute close. Oh no, sorry. I'm looking at the wrong thing.
15's looking really nice to keep pushing.
Yeah, beautiful. There we go. Nice one. Don't let this hurt your feelings if it rejects from here. Because it left no top wick on the 3 minute. We should be good for another 30 to the downside. Nice one. Let's bring my stops down to basically even because I don't want this 3 minute candle to flip now. So I've locked in at least 15, 20 pips actually. It's 20 pips. Just needs to close though. Come on. I'm going to secure a bit here. Just to lock in. That was 15. Oh, yes. Lucky I did. Come on. Came back and took its own top wick. No wick. Let's hopefully that was it. Let's have a look at the 1 minutes. Oh, wait a second. You got no top wick there as well. Because that did close partial, I'm just going to move my stop back up a little bit, just above. Oh, I'm going to leave it above this wick now. I've already secured 15, so if it comes out, it stops me out, the runner, that will be only +3. Because I've got 12 pip stop loss at the moment, secured 15. Didn't quite get the 20 down here. But at least I can give myself more of a chance to survive if it does come back and takes that top wick. Or that no wick candle. So it's going to be, at worst, minor profit. At worst. Worst case scenario. If it starts breaking the lows again, I might add a little bit more back onto it. And scale back into the sky.
Yeah, 15 and 30 are looking super strong. Even the H4 is looking like a nice rejection from the up on the top.
Yeah, it's just a pain it's left this no wick candle right here.
Yeah. Oh, everyone's reacting to the news, man.
There we go. Beautiful. All right. Well, hope you guys. Who's in this with us? Let's put a W in the chat if you took it.
Oh, okay.
Rejected my Asian 50.
Ah, nice one. Yeah, thanks for putting those screenshots in, Eddie. That was really helpful for everyone. Okay.
Oh, wow, it's past the 115.
Another 12. Yeah, there's the pivot point right here that Jeff was looking. Manny's got it. Ellen's got it. Beautiful, guys.
Yep.
All right.
I scaled in.
Oh, nice one. I missed my opportunity.
Hey!
I missed my opportunity to scale in right there.
I'm eating my dinner, sorry.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tom took the rechase. Dave got it. Oh, Daniel missed it. Chris, took 20. Oh, Paul missed it. Mo, late win. Grinda got it. Danny got it. Joe got it. Pete S missed it. All good, guys. Oh, thanks, Jack. Yeah, just learning how to settle her. I'm gonna. Glenn suggested a book, so we're gonna get it. We need it after last night. Got the midwife coming today. 50 pips, guys. 50 pips, just about. Come on.
I joined late, but I got it on that retracement.
I see. Mo, did you take that as where you got as well, Mo?
Yeah, I got in there.
This is a valid entry, right?
Yeah, it's valid. Valid as a late entry, for sure.
Yeah, missed this one, so I had to get in as soon as price create that resistance, retest.
Yep.
That was my entry.
Nice one. Cool. Well, good start to the week, huh? Good start to the week.
Good pub.
Secure, guys. Secure. Most you can.
Yeah, I got in there, Hayden, on that one.
Mm-hmm. This is close enough.
Interesting. Yeah.
And then
Target is
scaled
hit.
in there.
You scaled him twice.
Oh, no, I entered and then scaled in.
Right. What were you gonna say, Mo?
I said you were also looking for that FU on the 5 minutes, right? From the
This one here.
at 1500 to the downside, like the target to the downside.
Oh, am I looking for rejection from here? Yeah. Like this over this bit. I mean, we could just sync with this news, but I wouldn't be surprised if we take the Asian high.
But on the 5 minute we have that something right here, that rejection, and then flip to the upside. So that was my target.
This right over here. That bit?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that's liquidity right there. If we can break underneath it, we can see more downside. Definitely. But this is a area we want to keep an eye on. Should keep on going. If the volume is there and there's no, like, they're really taking this news that oil prices go up, this should be a negative driver. But I am worried that we gap down so much so that we could easily come back all the way back up to here again.
Yeah.
What would we be looking at on the chart to give us an indication that it's going to reverse that far?
2 rejections.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Change
Two.
structure.
Yeah. Two candles like this, basically.
Yeah.
With breaking the lows, pulling liquidity from underneath here, closing bullish,
Yep.
consolidation, retesting the wick, closing bullish again, having a resistance. So if we see something like that, the first candle wicks lower, pulls liquidity, closes bullish, and then we see price hesitating, struggling to go anywhere, creating that resistance right over here, and then seeing it retest this wick area, and then closing bullish again with a wick. Then you would expect to see that resistance break, and then we can see more sustained move to the upside because we've grabbed liquidity twice.
Yeah, right.
Failing that, we could just drop, base, drop, base, drop.
Yep.
So it needs to pull liquidity from under here. I mean, it doesn't have to, but I'm saying if it wants to fund the move up, the liquidity should be pulled from around this area, because this looks like a pretty good, like where price really rallied from. It looks like a nice area where liquidity could be sitting. So we want to see it like push into it and reject.
Okay.
If it's going to go up. Without it, it's just going down and down and down.
Nice zone. Swept it now, but so.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to push that well without any real decent pullback. It did have that one little stall.
I thought it did a nice pullback. It broke the low. And then
hit 100.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Not up here, like down here. I expected a bit more of a pullback down at that level there. Well, it did have that wick, it did. So that's can't say that it didn't reject a little bit, but I thought it might be a bit deeper than that.
It's only early days still. If it's going to be a big move up, it might be a 15-minute candle rejection. So this is the first 5 minutes. But from here to here, that was 40 pips nearly. Oh, sorry, 34 pips. So if the 15 minute is going to reject, you'd expect it to start doing it soon. Otherwise, yeah, there's no pullback.
MT5 question.
Oh yeah, go for it. Go for it.
MT5 question. How on earth do you work out how many pips you've run?
That you're in?
With the, yeah, well, how many has it?
You can get a pip
when you close the position.
Oh, I've got a pip counter on it as an indicator.
Okay.
Well, it's part of the Magic Keys like trade software.
Okay.
But you can get if you go to the MQL5 store, there's plenty of free pip counters. I'll link you one.
Yep.
Beautiful.
The cheap way would be just to press the center clicker on your mouse, the one that you can scroll up and down on, and then use the measuring to have like a little crosshair will come up.
Yeah, you can do a measure that way using the crosshair. Pip counter's easier.
Yeah, it's more accurate too.
Okay.
Where is the one? Does anyone have it on your charts already?
Nah. I did have a pip counter, but it wasn't working all that well.
Okay, I'll find one for you.
All right, no, appreciate it.
All right.
So I've got no idea on pips, but I'm up 4% for the in that session, so I'm happy.
Hard to complain, eh?
Yeah, it is, absolutely. Absolutely. I actually took an up in the Euro Open.
Oh, you got in here as well.
Yeah, 15,140 up to 15,180.
Oh, nice one.
And then took 3 down. So yeah, don't know. But I've got no idea what the pips are, so I'm like,
Pips don't matter as much as if you've got we know the only thing I'd say pips don't matter. If you got your setup and you see like risk reward makes sense, then take it. Just be aware your lot sizes aren't too large.
Yep.
Okay. But then I've made plenty of mistakes when I haven't looked at the pips because the pips I thought as well didn't matter, and they don't really matter if you're trading like a particular asset. But I was trading usually like pound US, pound yen, things had a lot of volatility. So I knew things moved with a lot of pips. And then I took the exact same setup on Aussie CAD, and all of a sudden it was 8 pip setup, and no less. It was a 6 pip setup, and the spread was 2.3. So
yeah, right.
It was, and I was risking percentage at that stage. I wasn't risking fixed lots. So fixed lots, low pips means less risk, but opening up a 2% trade on a 6 pip stop, that's a
yeah, right. Don't
too
give you much room, does it?
Oh no, I was almost out instantly, almost out straight away.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Oh, Eddie. Holy.
Oh, Jesus.
Traded that candles.
I like it.
Yeah, clean candles. Clean candles.
Remember I told you a while ago from the Asian high, from my Asian high to Asian low, the 618 always goes to normally goes to the 618. That's where my TP was, just under it.
Right.
That's what it retraced to. I see that a lot.
Nice. Yeah, it's good when you really start to have your setup that you love. Just keep on executing on it. Really nice.
And rejected my Asian 50.
From a few sessions ago.
No, today's
this
Asian
one.
session.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
And there was New York's 50 as well.
Yeah, I reckon those session high lows 50%. They really are game changing.
Hayden, just got a quick question on the bottom right on the 1 minute where we kind of scaled back in at the top.
Yep, over here.
The last, slightly further up. So where you've got the rejection candle.
This one.
Yeah. As it was coming down, you said it closed below. I watched your session yesterday. You were talking about it closing below the wick.
Yeah.
Is that the closing below the high of the previous wick, or closing below the low of the previous?
Are you talking about this candle closing below? It's closing below the. If it's a top wick, you want it to close below the top wick of the candle to the left.
Right. So when you say close below, you mean close below the top of that previous candle's wick,
Yeah.
not
the body. Long as that top of that body is below the top of that wick, then that's a potential rejection wick.
So it's obviously because it closes below the top of it, it still shows bullish.
Yeah.
But it's considered a rejection. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Catch 'em, Manny. Nice quick one for you, huh? See you tomorrow. So because it closed bullish, it's a little bit like it does throw up another question. You're like, do I really trust that one because it is bullish? But do consider that if it fails to close higher than the previous candle, that it could be a liquidity wick.
Yeah. And you put your stop loss above the second candle.
Oh no, I tightened it. It was above there originally.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And then I moved it to break even. Once it was breaking these lows.
Yeah.
And then I readjusted it again because I realized I made a mistake on the 3 minute. 5 minute was it? No, that's right. So no, it was
1 minute.
Was it the 1 minute? I think I moved. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, there was another one.
Certainly looks like it, Tom.
It was a 3 minute or it was a 5 minute. But what happened was initially the stop loss is above here, and then on the 3 minute candle, one of them hadn't created. I think this one hadn't created the top wick and it pushed down, but then the 3 minute candle came up and then took its top wick. So the 3 minute now, what I actually judged it on was initially this candle that had it, as it came down, it didn't have a top wick. So I left it to break even, and then as it took its top wick and then pushed back down a little bit, I looked at the 1 minute and realized that the 1 minute here still had no top wick. So that was when I lifted it back up again to above this candle. So it doesn't quite look as clean now because the 3 minute, which initially when it was live had no top wick, but then the 3 minute created that top wick. Then going back to the 1 minute chart, realized that problem there, that was another potential issue. So then stop loss was left above this candle, the last candle that had a wick.
Yeah, okay, cool.
So now see this 15 minute candle, potentially is going to be that first liquidity grab. So the 5 minute, even though the 5 minute closed below here, this 5 minute candle actually closed as a rejection wick as well. Hopefully it gives us, what we want to see though is 2. If we see 2 liquidity grabs from the downside with a resistance formed, there's a high probability that resistance is broken. Oh, Tom's saying 1 minute on there. Probably. I guess you could call this a 1 minute one. I prefer me personally, I prefer a wick rejection to retest the wick area of this, the second candle, retest the first one. But this could be the turning point. Let's just see this 15 minute. Hopefully it just comes back. But I'd like to see
Could
it
it be
take
a
out
30-minute wick fill, Hayden?
30 min.
Or are we expecting it to push back up to close that gap?
Well, 8 times out of 10, once it's created the low,
Yeah.
it'll retest that low. 9 times out
Yeah.
of 10, it'll retest partial of that wick. And then then
Yeah.
if it if it rejects here again, then I'd say we're going up. And it has been a partial wick fill, maybe not a full wick fill. Only as well that why I lean towards that more is because there's so much liquidity left behind. So I'd say it makes sense for a partial wick fill. If there was less liquidity left behind from above, I would say, you know, maybe they're pushing down to better liquidity points to grab liquidity, and then they can go back up to leftover liquidity. Maybe that's a bit higher. But I'd say that, you know, this is a key zone. So let's see.
It's a 3-minute doji that it's coming up to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did anyone take these longs from here? It's
Oh,
actually,
I thought about it. I'm spewing now.
I'm tempted. I was tempted, but no, I didn't click the button.
70 pips.
If you put the 1 minute on, I'll show you where I entered.
That's a 5-minute reversal pattern.
Yeah, that.
Look at that guy right there, where Tom was pointing out.
Yeah, this sucker. Yeah, the next candle was my entry.
Are you drawing? It's not coming up.
I bumped something on the screen and it went to.
Okay.
Did you get it, G?
Yeah, that sucker there.
Nice.
Gilbert, hey Hayden, what you choose? Why do I choose Pepperstone Broker over others? You mean the charts, like the broker feed? Is that what you're asking, or you mean the actual broker Pepperstone? Oh, the chart. Just because it looks the same. I use Pepperstone, so it looks the same as my MT5. Some other Pepperstone, some other German 40 feeds. I think there's a what are the other ones?
Oh, and
bonds. That's why they are GE40, GER40. So you've got Advantage. That's a cash CFD, so the pricing is going to be a little bit different here on the side. You got FXCM. I think FXCM has a Sunday candle, so it skews my sessions a little bit. TVC, I think that has a different. Let me have a look at both of them. Some of them have different pricing on the side. So this one here is FXCM. FXCM always matches. Like, see how here, like it always matches the it doesn't show the gaps. FXCM feed, so it's a little bit skewed. Wanda does the same. The pricing is about 7 pips different as well. TVC they don't have the Asian session. Yeah, they don't show the Asian session. So Pepperstone matches my charts the closest. You're looking at it, and obviously there's a lot more. You're saying that on Capital it didn't take the Asian high, but Pepperstone. I don't think any have taken the Asian high.
On MT5 they haven't any either.
Yeah, Asian highs here, so none of them have. It'll depend on where the data feed is coming from. They might have different a different scale, like where they like they might only take data from, say, from this time onwards, so then it will skew your sessions a bit as well. It don't matter too much though. You know, price action's price action at the end of the day. Whether it's the candles, because this style trading is fractal in nature, as in you'll see patterns on any time frame. Lower time frames, I think you can get a lot more detail in the candles because you see more when orders are entering the market than you do on higher time frames. But at the end of the day, like the data feed that you're getting it from shouldn't matter too much.
Hayden, can you go to the 15 minute if you don't mind?
Sure. Yep.
Yeah, so can you see this order block right here on the left?
Over here, this one here?
Yes.
Yep.
So basically I was highlighting this whole area, right? Like this way.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
And,
so did I.
So my
Strange.
question is, yeah. So consider what you just said. Yeah, you also consider that this is a valid zone, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I actually did a video before the stream, and I actually I did a how I approach the markets videos because it's easier to do it like with live market than when you flip through the time frames. It's easier to go through every time frame rather than me going 4 hours and showing the whole 4 hour candle closed. So I've done that where I'm going to upload to the G Drive for members. But I had that marked out. I don't know. I think I've recycled it actually, and I moved it down lower. Yeah, I made a boo-boo there. Yeah, I had that. That's a valid area for sure. That's a rejection wick. That's a classic candle. Yep. Go on. What were you going to say about it?
And can it be refined on the lower time frames because we have that some sort of a consolidation on the 5 minute? Can you actually use it, or does zone have to stay the same? Like
no, you can refine it, but the more you refine it, the higher chance that you might miss it on first approach.
Yeah.
Because on the 15 minute, that was the bulk of the liquidity, and because this is all layered like pancakes, that on first approach, there's a chance that it turns around. And if you refine it on the lower time frame, and you can say there's a huge chance that it goes down to this area, it might get there. Or it should get there, but it might get turned away on first approach. Because the market will do this.
Because on the 5 minutes we have this sort of a 5 minute candle that was a little bit intriguing to be honest. Yeah, that 5 minute we had no top wick, no bottom wick. I was like, can we really narrow down to this 5 minute candle, considering that it's kind of the last sell to buy, and
yeah,
also no top wick, no.
Yeah, and then it's 20 minutes of order accumulation in this area. Yeah, 20 minutes of order accumulation, and then doji low liquidity pool burst away. Yeah.
Oh, and it's another. This is a negation, right?
Yes, correct. Yeah, it just shows that when you're looking at the 15-minute candle, and this whole area was pointed out. Not pointed out by me because I didn't have it there, but the 15-minute candle pointed it out. This area is an area of interest, and then when we look under the hood, you'll see how these areas are built with the lower time frames, whether it's order blocks, liquidity candles, rejections of no wick candles, negation candles. All of this is like how on the lower time frame you can see the detail in how they generate liquidity. So we know that this is a fantastic area to be looking from because it has a lot of the building blocks, put it that way, to generate a move up, so that when price hits it, we're looking for a high probability area for a reaction, whether the reaction turns the trend or it's just simply that it's just a reaction where price is coming down for a reason, and that's for the big boys to fill an order where there is plenty of other liquidity. Plenty of other liquidity will be in areas like this. So this could be an area that can be profit taking, or it can be an area for them to do a sell to buy from. If it's a sell to buy from, then you'll see a big move. If it's an area for profit taking to minimize slippage, then you might just get counter trend moves, small reactions. Came all the way back up. See, look, this is so freaking important. Look at where we expertly predicted that we'd see some sort of reaction from this level. Because it was pushing down quite heavy, it was more of a 15-minute candle reaction. Look exactly where this area came back to. What do you reckon that's going to be on the lower time frame? This line. Remember what?
Candle?
Yes.
That's that no wick candle there on 1 minute.
That's it. That was where I was worried about my stop loss. So go the 1 minutes. Look. Leftover. Liquidity left behind. How good is it? You know? How good is it being able to like just make sense of what price is doing? To understand why has it come back to certain levels? Why does it react to certain areas?
So will this be the test of that lower wick?
Yeah, if we get a second rejection, from here, I'd say we can push up to Asian high, or this could just be leftover liquidity, huge area that it rejected from, came up, gave you a lovely rejection, nearly 75 pips, and then maybe it can push down again. It's leaving liquidity again, so I dare say that it's coming back up.
Okay.
But when you're looking at charts like this, you know, especially this is why I love this pair so much, is that even this counter trend move, 75 pips, geez, doesn't matter if you're a trend trader or a counter trend trader, it really don't matter. It just matters about reading the price, reading the candles, finding something that makes sense, making 1 or 2 decisions, and then calling it a day. That's really what it comes down to. Because you can do that quite accurately, I think. Once you get used to making these decisions on the fly and being consistently at the charts each day, I don't see why you can't. If you've got really good patience, and maybe you don't see it initially straight away, but the price action, it'll leave clues and footprints along the way that you can comfortably find 1 or 2 opportunities, like what we did in the study session yesterday. We covered more just the initial breakout using the 2 30-minute candles from German Open to give us a clue. Like if it was pushing bullish above here, it makes sense to look for longs to fill this gap. If it came down quite heavy, in the last 15 minutes. Now we had some question marks with this area, and did it bounce off initially to pull back to give a good opportunity for sells? It just did. We've just got proof of it. Did it react off an area that's previous rejection? 100% it did. Did it come back to an area liquidity was left behind? 100% it did. Any of those 3 ideas, you just had to execute on one. And if you didn't, and you've got more patience, as in, if you didn't execute on it, rather than make then a rash decision and then take a trade based on FOMO that we've missed the moves, do you think that there's not going to be another move? If it's happened 3 times already, we got this. Sometimes we get decision fatigue, or analysis paralysis, where we just sit here and we've got nothing to show for ourselves, and we've seen moves go by without, and we get frustrated not pulling the trigger. There's going to be a move again. I'd say just make sure you take a little bit of a break from the screen, come back and let it set up, because there's often a move at this first 20 minutes. There's often a good reaction. This is usually the time that I've gone and got a coffee around here, and we know how many times there's a coffee trade.
You didn't even have to get one today.
Yeah, I'm trying to take advantage of these ones, and then take my preferred entry. Hence why I wanted to review and talk through the breakout trade a bit more, and then we can look. I mean, often though, I know my little Achilles heel is if I take one trade, I don't often take a second trade.
Yeah, right.
Or without having a break. Like, it's very difficult for me to go sell straight into buys. because I've done that before, and I you can go from having a be really happy you took a sell and then take a buy and it goes down and you're like, oh, it just shits you. So I prefer to have like a break and then come back and then say, all right, I now just need to wait and then see what develops and then take another trade. That makes sense, because I know that there's going to the charts will just pair will give you. I wouldn't even be exaggerating if it would give you probably 10 opportunities, whether they're trend, counter trend, scale in a particular session. And if you don't get anything then we can do the exact same principle with gold in New York session or any of the other indices. It's just about trying to have that patience to plan your trade and then trade your plan. That was a dramatic pause there. That makes sense, guys? I think it makes sense. And this is why it's so important to do these like review sessions on the weekend, so that you come to the charts on Monday ready to execute without having the Monday or a little bit of weekend rust. I know the weekend sessions aren't as exciting as weekday sessions. Like I really get excited for the weekdays, but the weekend sessions I think they're more important. More important just to get that no pressure to take a trade. Let's just review a little bit of details, because you learn every time you hit the charts.
Weekend sessions are gold, Haydos.
Yeah.
But I reckon anyway.
Yeah. It's just
I think you're not trying to dive into a trade either, which is better for the focus.
Yeah, you're more
100%, and it just reiterates everything all the time, and it just reminds you all the time, and yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, more open for learning.
So join.
Holy. Hold a sec, guys. Sorry, I think the midwife might be here. Give me a second.
Big one.
Priorities.
Move Haydos onto this screen.
That'll be coffee time then.
I'll be right back. The baby sleeping bag is here. Okay, give me 5 minutes. I want to get a coffee as well, so I'll see you guys in 5.
Don't stress, Haydos. Don't stress.
Should be 150 pip long now, mate.
Yeah. I hope so, because I just took a buy.
Yeah, I'm definitely long from here.
Yeah. Have a look how it's setting up.
Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it?
Got our pattern set up now. We've pushed down, we've created a higher high, we've pulled back down, and now we've got a bullish engulfing candle. Where do you think it's going to go to next?
All the way up to that.
Well, I'd be suggesting here to start with.
Yeah.
1 minute left on the 5 minute.
I said, just look at your fair value gaps on the low time frame. It doesn't have to go 150 pips.
No.
You get enough lots down low with a very tight stop loss. That's a nice target. How many pips is that? I can't measure it from on Haydos screen, but it's 31 pips.
Yeah, right.
What was Haydo looking for before? 30 pip move. Ideally, 50 pips is better, but you've got space there for 31 pips.
Yeah, but you've got the option of doing it 3 times. Yeah, exactly.
I'm not going to show you my screen.
Why not? You've got 7 trades going, haven't you?
No. I've got a long and a short on the same pair. Well, my short, I've already taken like 95% of the profit off, and my long is I'll manage it in a second, but it's still trending, so there's no point in managing it yet.
That was a strong, long 5 minute close.
I was long and short as well.
So I said to Eddie, my chart looks like snakes and ladders.
Yeah, you should print them and play.
Like price action's fractal, like you said. You'll see setups on all time frames.
Yep.
It's just up to you whether you want to take 10 trades for 10 or 15 pips each time, or you want to take one trade worth 30 pips.
Yeah.
My short's about to get stopped out for break even, and my long is now
For that 3 minute
up
no
25
wick.
pips.
Beautiful.
So being mindful that we're about to hit into some areas with no wick candles, there's a lot of volume in those areas. So I'll manage the trade. I'll take a percentage of it off the table. My stop's now at break even. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Made bank. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Pay yourself.
Yeah.
Pay yourself.
20.
About to say that. Pay yourself, Glenn.
Right, got it, don't you? You can be wrong 10 times in a row and still make money. Here we go. Chuck, I will put the screenshot up. Snakes and ladders. German.
Yeah, nice.
Snakes and ladders.
That's it.
Yeah, so when I take profits, I usually take 90% of the trade off the table, and I leave that last little 10% to get to whatever level I'm expecting it could re-eject from next, and then I'll take 90% of whatever that leftover little bit is. That's just my strategy. If I get a nice pullback, then I scale it again. But I'm only ever risking one initial risk. Well, the start of the session was a little bit how you going, but I was playing profits.
Alrighty. What are you guys talking about?
We just all took longs, I think, and paid bank.
Yeah, good one. See you, Tom. Getting some dinner. Good one. Beautiful. Yeah, I got the long in as well.
Did you? Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
It was like waiting for the Amazon guy outside. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll take it.
That's not Cowboy Ivan. That's a good entry.
Who? What? Is Ivan here?
Is he not in the Zoom?
It's a nice double bottom.
Oh, no, he's just in the German channel.
Oh. He's in Fiji at the moment. He's trading from Denaru.
That's sick.
Yeah, how good is that?
Ah, nice one.
That'll be what I'm trying to do next week. Be trading from all over the place.
Where are you going to be?
We head to London, then Milan.
Oh, sorry, Rob. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Are you going to Milan now?
For the next... We're going to London first, then Milan, 5 Lakes, then all over Europe. And then we end up at the Dubai Grand Prix.
Oh, that's right.
November.
I remember you saying you finished in Dubai. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't stress as well about trying, like, first time in London, you want to make the most. So much to see.
Yeah, fair.
So be careful of this area. Why should you be careful in that area?
Just build that no value. That fair value gap. That's that fair value gap I was showing earlier.
Yeah, no wick. So it makes sense.
Okay.
If there's no wick there, it makes sense to have, a little flutter. Because you got to think that there was a bunch of sell orders to imbalance that candle, so that when price gets back to the top of it, there's going to take a little bit. There's going to be a bit more transactions going on, buy and selling, buy and selling, buy and selling. So they're still filling. That's why we're seeing like price pushes up, buy orders, push it back up. Then you've got sell orders existing here that pushes price back down, buy orders, sell orders, buy orders. If the buy orders exhaust and there's still leftover sell orders, we'll start seeing price push back down again. If the buy orders that were grabbed here eventually consume the sell orders, that the initial sell order that pushed price down, then we'll see it price push up, looking for a better sell bid. Does that make sense? A bid is like, so if something catches a bid, it's usually price is pushing down and there's a bid order, and then if it's a big bid, you'll see a big move. If it's a little bid, then you'll see a little move. But there was a bid put in, a sell bid, push price down. As it comes back up, you've got leftover sell order being consumed. Dave, you at 3% for your prop account month. Very good.
All right. Apparently, I've got to go turn the barbecue on, so hopefully I'll catch you all a bit later.
All right, bye, buddy.
Buddy
Enjoy
kids over for dinner. I don't know. Thanks, guys.
See ya, mate.
Yeah, nice way to start the week.
How good was it, eh? Gosh, I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, nice.
Back
By
up.
the way, on 15 minutes now we are creating HCS from the bottom side. 2 HCS already formed. This one, the current one, and on the left side one.
Yeah.
A bit of a
Oh, wait, where's the second one?
Okay, so
Your single
what's
candle.
Yeah, this one, and now this can be formed. Second one.
Oh, I see how you're doing it. So Jim's indicator, he draws it like that, doesn't it? Oh, it's not drawing it. Oh wait, there's a new edition, isn't there? 1.3. I remember you made a quick update.
1.41. Yeah, 1.4. So go to the indicator setting.
Yeah, I need to turn some stuff off now.
Yeah, you don't need this thing. Then yeah, I think maybe in the style. Yeah, styles. I think you don't need this advisory. Yeah, this one is also you don't need. Yeah, this one also, engulfing one.
This one?
Yeah. Now it's better one. Go to the input again and max bar. Yeah, this one. This make it 100 or make it 200. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
Got it.
100 is 100.
Back up.
Nice one. Good job, Jim. And actually, that's your brain work as well.
It's a teamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Can you do me a favor and flick that those settings up on Discord, just so I can?
Yeah,
refer to it?
absolutely. Yeah, I'll do it now.
Just screenshot. Otherwise, I'll be bugging you for it later.
I mean, this thing can be useful. Oh, sorry, 1 second. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, go on.
Okay. Yeah, I'm saying this thing can be useful for some people, but it's up to you to decide. Yeah, because if you select all the things, it will be a messy chart. So it's you have to decide which one you wanna stay on the chart and which one you don't like.
Yep. All right. Who's here today?
By the way, for the target, can you go to the higher time frame? Maybe 4 hour.
Yep.
Yeah. So on 4 hour, we have this doji candle here. If this one is able to close bullish one, then probably we can target this thing. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But this depend upon how this candle close. If this one is not closing bullish one, then again price can come back one more time to the downside.
Mm.
Anyway, thanks for the stream. I'm done for the at least first session.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go as well. I'm gonna make sure give my partner she needs to sleep, man. She's looking exhausted. I want to. What were we meant to check? Some of you guys here in the Zoom. Did we have? What were the questions? My head's a little bit foggy as well because I haven't had any sleep. It was. Yeah, Simon. And Deb talking about TradingView, Pepperstone, and where's Brett? Is he here? Domo, so is it hard to code an indicator like that? I think for anyone that knows how to code, I don't think it's difficult. It's just about, you got to have first the idea of what you're looking for. But like I've had ideas and then I've told my coder what I've been, my idea, and he's been able to say whether or not he thinks it's possible. It's just about taking time to code it. So it can be tedious, as in like, it could be a lot of lines of code for something that I would say, oh, can you just do this? And he's like, that's going to be like 1,000 lines or something. And that would, like, for them to write that, that's quite a long time. But in terms of like difficulty, once you know the language, it's not like, I don't think they find it difficult. That just takes a long time. But you need to have the idea first as well. It's good to actually have someone that knows how to code. I think it's super valuable because the amount of times you've got to go back and forth between them to make sure the ideas are come across, that not just only you've communicated the idea, but then once they've done it, to be able to test it properly to see if it's actually working the way you want it to work. I think there's a lot of times it just goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But yeah, I don't think for them they find it that difficult. It's just long time. Okay, Brett's not here.
Ooh.
So we'll have to do that after his questions. But YouTube people, I'm going to head off. I'm going to take care of my students now. Appreciate you guys being here. Please give a like on the stream. It really does help. Sorry I wasn't there last week. I really underestimated how long we'd be in hospital for. But we're back, and that's the main thing. So, cool. All right. YouTube people, I will see you guys tomorrow. Zoom people, stay on.